Baroness Jay, your committee have been considering the government's proposals for fixed-term parliaments. Do you think they've got this right?
Well, the government's intention is to bring Parliament closer to the people, but we didn't necessarily think that the fixed-term Parliament bill did that, because although it's supposed to create a situation in which you have regular parliaments and the timing of them aren't in the hands of the Prime Minister, we didn't necessarily think that the way this bill has been framed would achieve that.
The committee raised the contrast between the government's aim, as you say, which is to bring Parliament closer to the people, and the effect, which would be to reduce the frequency of elections. Can you explain why the committee were concerned by this?
Well, the proposal in the bill is that there should be elections every 5 years, so that we know that we're going to have an election now in 2015, for example. But of course, if you look at the history, since 1945, there have been 18 general elections in this country, and the average length of time for each parliament is about 3 years and 10 months, much less than 5 years. And in most countries where they have fixed-term parliaments, the length of time which is set is 4 years. So most of us felt that 4 years would be a much better way of achieving the government's aim.
The committee's report is being published while the bill is still going through the parliamentary process. What influence do you hope it will have on that process?
Well, I think the main thing we hope is that perhaps the government will listen again about the length of time for fixed-term parliaments, because, as I've said, it's no good really saying that 5 years brings Parliament closer to the people if the average expectation of most people is that parliaments only last for about 3.5 years. And of course, the point is that most people would expect that if there was some major event, for example, Mr. Cameron himself spoke about having an election at a time of a change of Prime Minister, as there was in 2007. It wouldn't be possible under this bill. So we feel that there is room for more flexibility about the length of time for parliaments than this bill proposes.